Hello and welcome to my video of an overview how WoW looks, or World of Warcraft looks in 4K. Now I recently made an upgrade and I think 4K looks amazing. Saying that, a lot of you wonder whether 4K is a viable option. Now the answer to this problem is not exactly that straightforward, because yes, it is viable if you have hardware for it. If you don't, it might get a little bit expensive because, one, you need a really decent processor. The one I'm running is 4790K that sort of automatically boosts to about 4.4 gigahertz. So this is pretty much top of the range i7, processor you can get. I mean, if you don't go into some sort of crazy 6, 8, 12 core monsters and such. And I have a double NVIDIA GTX 970, and that, after some testing, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an immensely powerful setup and it's really good, but I would consider this to be an absolute minimum. I would consider that to be an absolute minimum to what you should get or what you should have, because like right now, for example, WoW, and we're talking about WoW, so even if we talk Draenor and such, right, which is probably the most graphically demanding place in an entire World of Warcraft nowadays. I mean, yes, you can see Pandaria is beautiful and everything like that, but graphically advanced, it's Draenor. And there, I can run in about 50 frames per second, which is, just shy of that sweet spot of 60 frames per second, right? Now, that is with a double GTX 970, so if you have anything lower, it will be even less, and forget about 60 frames per second in any game. Another issue I would like to address is that in certain games, like for example Rise, Son of Rome, which is obviously a little bit more demanding than World of Warcraft, there is quite noticeable tearing when you use an SLI setup in 4K. What I would suggest is obviously turn on VSync, but that is going to limit the amount of frames you're going to have. Now, like I said, forget 60 frames per second. That's not going to happen on a GTX 970 SLI. What happens is VSync works on 30 frames per second. Yes, it is buttery smooth and it looks absolutely incredible, but like I said, it is 30 frames per second. Can't escape that. As obviously always, you have to remember decent power supply. Just whatever happens, get at least 850. If you want some future proofing, I would suggest you go for 1000 watts. That's about it. I mean, I originally planned to buy the Titan X when it comes out, but when it came out at prices, well, how do I mildly put it, off-putting, right? And yeah, so if you can afford it, obviously go for it. It's an incredibly powerful graphics card, but if you already have 970, for example, a single 970, you can get another 970, another power supply, right? Some sort of Corsair 1000 watt power supply, and a 4K screen for less money than the Titan X on its own. The screen I went for is an Asus PB287Q, and I have to admit, it's a gorgeous screen. I mean, there are reviews, Linus Tech Tips done this, it's incredible monitor looks really good. Run, obviously, I don't know if this even requires me to say that, but go for obviously Windows 8.1. Otherwise, you're going to feel like you're going to have an eye exam. And by the way, this is probably one of the most beautiful places in Draenor. This part, very eerie, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. You can sort of see how far WoW has come. So that hopefully those tips sort of resolve some of your issues, and you can see a little bit of a character up close. Like the video, it really helps a lot, and subscribe, because there will be more videos. I will be bringing entire series of 4K playthrough or gameplay videos, so stay tuned, and I hope to see you soon, and thank you for watching the video. Until the next time.